What's up, everybody? Pulling off the job. What's up, bro? What's going on?
What's on, bro?
Yeah, I'm going to get out
tomorrow,
of here.
man.
Yeah. All right, bro. So look, we're going to get right to the point. Now, I don't know how y'all are in your life, but there's certain things that it can't be played with. My peace and my self-respect. If you have anybody in your life, let me adjust this for y'all. Well, let me see. Let me make it pull off a little bit more. Let's see if it's good for y'all. Nah, it's too high. I think that's all right. If you have anybody in your life that's a part of your life, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever it is, never allow them to make you become somebody you're not. Because what it'll do, if you do allow that to happen, and you turn into somebody you're really not, you're not really with that person, because now they're dealing with a person that they want you to be, and it's not you. And then once you find out that you're not being yourself, you're going to eventually hate that person. And you're going to hate yourself for allowing somebody else to make you believe that you are supposed to be somebody else. Never let nobody tell you that the way you live or what you stand for is wrong. Because if that's the case, why are you with me? Or why are you with that person? Why did you pick them? And why did you let yourself stay around and become changed? See, here's the thing with me, right? I'm not going to be changed because I like who I am. I did some bad things in my time, but I'm trying to make up for things. And I'm a good person, I think. So when you try to better your life, right, or you try to make up for things that you did in the past, and you feeling real good, I'm feeling real good about myself, but I got somebody saying, oh, well, you could touch hell for things you did. Okay. I ask for forgiveness. And you got somebody telling you things like that, or let me tell y'all a short story. So I was in a relationship one time, right? And I'm with this person for about, I'd say 3 years. And I didn't even know I was doing this. I used to tell her, yo, I don't like women that sit with their legs open. Don't come outside with no bra on, right? I don't like women that put on makeup. You know, and she liked me so much, so she adjusted who she was for me. She was not like that. She wore makeup. And she run into the corner store or something like that, she won't throw a bra on because she feel like she's only running to the store. Who's going to see me? She sit with her legs open when not with a dress on, but like when she got on pants. She changed all this for me, right? Because I don't like it. It's not ladylike, and you shouldn't be sitting like a whole dude on the steps. What you think men doing? What you think men are looking at when you sit like that? See what I'm saying? Don't be spitting on the ground, and this is all things that I picture my ideal woman to be. Well, I think any man still to this day don't want no woman doing that, unless you a street dude, and that's what you like. But if you left the streets and you're not active anymore, you don't want that. You want a lady. So make a long story short, this is things that I told her I ain't like. I didn't know I was doing what I'm telling you now. Like I didn't know I was changing her to be somebody she wasn't. So one day we I don't remember where we was at. Somebody in her family was at their house. And they were like, such, you act so different. When you start acting like this. And she like, what do you mean? I remember I looked at her face. She like, what do you mean? They were like, you acting like you high sedity or something. You street. And she's like, no, I just I'm acting normal. They like, no, you're not. So they started arguing because the girl was telling her cousin was telling her that you're acting different, and she really was telling her, you let this dude change you. You let this nigga change you. I knew what she was saying. So after when they started arguing, it came out. She was like, yeah, all of a sudden you sitting with your legs crossed. You got a napkin and all this stuff. And I ain't telling her to get the napkin, but I didn't know I didn't know I was changing her, who she really was. And even if it was changing her, I think it was for the best. But she wound up not dealing with that cousin. And anybody that was sitting and acting weird and makeup and wearing all this makeup and eyelashes, and she wasn't doing it. She wasn't hanging around them because new group. So to make a long story shorter, when she looked up, she had nobody but me. I didn't know I was doing that. I didn't know that I had separated her from her family just because of my standards, what I wanted, it made her lose everything. And guess what? I ain't with her to this day. So the point I'm making is never become something for somebody else, or don't become something that somebody else wants you to be, because that person will leave you. If it's not your wife or husband and y'all not already married, that person gonna leave you. And you're gonna be stuck with all their thoughts, all their ways, and it could brainwash you to the point because you can install something in somebody's head if you keep telling them over and over and over and over again. Like I think a habit is after like what, 20 times, it becomes a habit at the 18 times or something like that. I don't know you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean though. So now I saw that person about 2 years ago. She still think that I was right about that. And she said, and being so I lost most of the people I was close to that loved me, she said, I found a couple more better people in my life that accept this, and they are like this. She said, so she thanked me for that, for making her more of a lady. But like I said, I just thought that was in her. If it's not in you, don't do it. And let the person know that's not me. So you got to make a decision. Hey, Sally, what's up? On 3 and issue. Shout out to you. If you're new to the channel, I'm pretty sure you're listening to my story right now. Subscribe, hit that like button for me. So, she said it made her a better person. But like I told her, I said, and look what happened though. You lost everybody that was around you, and I'm not even with you. I said, never change nobody. I said, if it's for the best, then great. So, like for me, I tell people right from the start. And if they always act like they don't remember, and that's when they get canceled, because I don't remember you. I tell them I'm not changing nothing. This is what it is. Let me work. Don't be asking me to take off. Don't be asking me, oh, why you work so much. Once you start doing that, you're going to become a pest to me. It's like a fly in my ear. I can love you to death, but don't get in the way of what I do. Because if you're getting in the way of what I do, that means you don't love me as much as I love you. Or you're starting my growth. Right now, truthfully, my energy is drained. It feels like I gotta think, oh, I can't say this around this person. I can't say that around this person. No, I'm who I am. Oh yeah, by the way, we don't edit here. New live hashtag lit, don't edit. New live hashtag lit stutters. New live hashtag lit say the wrong words. And half of the time I'm gonna say something that's way off the topic. Because that's just who I am. And this is the people this is who you subscribe to. I'm a person that believes in God, Jesus. I'm a person that strongly believe that if you male, you should be with a female. If you're a female, you should be with a male. But if you're the other way, I don't care. I strongly believe everybody should come out the closet and stop misleading people. Say for instance, you got a girlfriend, she's in the closet, and this is your best friend, but she comes out of the closet and tells you she likes you forever. Come out the closet so people can know what to expect from you. Had nothing against you. And that's how the world is. And it was already written that it was gonna be like this. So this is nothing's new under the sun. It's no surprise to me. So I don't want nobody on this page, on this channel, like, oh, I thought he was Muslim, or I thought he was Buddhist, or no, I believe in Jesus Christ. Y'all don't like that? I don't care. But I will be cursing my ass off. You know, that's gonna sound a little weird to y'all, but I curse. And I drop videos that I think, let me see if I can squeeze through this. That was stinky. I ain't know, a big ass truck on the side of me. I will drop videos, you know, here and there, with women in there, you know, just for the male crowd, you know, they'll be like, yo, he ain't got no BITCHs in his videos, cause I be like that. I can listen to gospel, inspirational music, good quotes, DJ, I'm not the Vlad TV, say cheese, star report, but I'm like, where the chicks at? You ain't got not one video or nothing, you know, because otherwise but a man ain't gonna stay on your channel for too long if you ain't saying something he can learn about a female, or a woman ain't gonna stay on your channel long enough if you ain't saying nothing or you don't got nothing that's appealing to her. So this is why I'm telling y'all the story about how to keep your peace and how to keep your respect. Never forget who you are. There's no one in this world more important than God first and yourself. People lose themselves trying to become somebody else for that person. I can love you dearly, but I will walk away without a doubt. I give out breaks, and then it determine on this break what I start thinking about. Do I think it's worth coming back? See, people in life, right? They don't set themselves up properly, right? They don't think about the future them, the old you, the person that's gonna be 65 and later on. They're thinking about today. And people hit 50, 55, and then they start thinking, oh shit, I need to get a career. You should have been got a career. Or you should have had enough money saved up that if you get fired today or tomorrow, you can grab some kind of little tiny business and support yourself. So think about the future you. Protect your peace at all times. Protect your mind. Because once you lose that same person you fell in love with that made you lose your mind or made you start thinking stupid or crazy, it's gonna be normal. And know what they're gonna say? Ain't nobody tell you to think that deep. Ain't nobody tell. I ain't make her lose her mind. I ain't make him lose his mind. So don't go that deep. Don't go that deep in thought for anybody. If something going against how you feel, your character, your what word I'm looking for, y'all? I can't find it. But if something going against what you stand for, let the person know, hey, I don't move like that, motherfucker. I don't move like that. Yo, that's going against my standards. That's the word. And if they continue to do it, they know what's going to happen. Now I don't know, right? Now what started to scare me? Death. You know, checking out. That's what's scaring me. And I'm going to check out with the right person. I'm not going to be checking out with somebody trying to make me believe there's no God, the earth is flat, um, or something that's not even true. I don't care if you think the earth is flat, whoever. I don't care if you think it ain't no God. But don't put your thoughts out there for me to hear if you know I don't stand for that. Because that's another sign of disrespect. You're disrespecting me by throwing that stuff out there knowing I don't believe in it, knowing I don't stand for it. I don't come around and keep telling you, hey, you can't be an atheist because there is a God. I'll tell you once, if you don't want to hear it, you can't force nobody to hear nothing. That's on you. When you check out, that's on your soul. Ain't no coming back once you check out. Unless you coming back the way we coming back. But I got a lot of love for people. I don't want to make it seem like I got hatred for nobody. I got love for people. You pick what you want. You pick your poison. When I was out there partying and drinking and waking up, like, how the hell I get here? Or sometimes I wake up like, I can't believe I'm in the bed with this person. This girl, I can't believe it. I don't even know how that happened. It could be bad and it could be an ugly one. I don't be knowing how it happened. I had those days. I had those days when I woke up and I was on my own steps. A lot of times I got wasted and smoked a lot of weed, and it was like, yo, I'm gonna tell the job that somebody died. I ain't going to, not my present job, but I mean, well, I had great lives for them too. I didn't know how to protect my peace. I felt protected. I thought protecting my peace, or how to get my peace back, was through drinking a couple of beers, smoking a backwood, sweet wood, whatever y'all want to call it, and being out of my mind. It seemed like I had more fun. But I'm only having fun for the first, like, what, 25, 30 minutes, and then the drunkenness kick in, and then the weed can't balance it out. Now I got to smoke more weed to try to balance that out. Then once I smoke more weed, now I got the paranoid feeling. Not scared of people, just feel like the cops is behind me. So then you drink a little bit more to get that kind of paranoia off you. I couldn't find peace. I started finding peace through partying. And then I wake up with the same problem. So I'm not gonna hold y'all long. What's up? What's up? Holly? Holy? I think it's here, Holly. But listen, I've been on here for like 18, 20 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all go. I don't know what this live gonna do, but like my thing is my last part of I'll Never Forget. Cause I did 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is videos. This is a live. But just never forget who you are, what you stand for, and don't change for nobody. They don't like you as you are, or you with the person and they start really saying who you really is, like you a helpful person or you a piece of shit. Once they find out who you really is, now if you're a piece of shit and you're really trying to change and they just don't ain't going for it, then that person gotta be out your life. Or if you a dirty nigga like me, I'm a piece of shit. Like, I'm not like that, but like I like to throw my socks in the lamp on post, you know. I might pluck my ashes on my floor, like I don't feel like getting the ashtray. I sweep that shit later. And then you're around a clean person. They don't like that. So if you can't break those bad, nasty habits, it can't be with that clean person. But it's simple. Just don't throw your ash, don't pluck your ashes on the floor, and don't throw your socks all over the place. Clean up behind yourself a little bit. Or find somebody that's doing the same, a female or dude that's, whatever you are, you're a guy, find a female that does the same thing, be your best friend. Or if you're a girl, find a dude that do that. And then it won't be a problem. But you have to find who's like you, good or bad, and y'all can work on it together. Thanks for being here, listening. I'll talk to y'all next time. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll be back on tonight around. I'll be back on here doing a live around 8, between 8 and 8:15.